morning. It's Monday morning, January 31st, and coffee time. I had a couple of people ask me or send me messages asking about what kind of food processor or whatever I used to chop up the laundry soap bars, because they are, let me turn this around, they are very hard bars. Now this one's probably, this is about 2 weeks old, I guess. This is the mango peach salsa, and it's about 2 weeks old, but it's really hard. I mean, this is one that I did a hot process on. The fragrance oil wanted to make the soap seize, so I ended up doing a hot process on it. But so I mean, it's ready to go. It's completely cured out. I've just had it, drying. But I thought I'd do another quick video and just show you how I cut the bars up and how I chop them up. Well, this says it's a food chopper, food processor, or whatever. But this is what I do. I don't cut it into big chunks and put it in, because I found out that sometimes it'll get stuck on the blades, and it'll try to, it can almost jam up your food processor. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting this into smaller pieces, and these are the pieces that I'll add to the food processor. Now this bar here is still a little soft. It's not really as hard, and it may be because I did the hot process on it, because I had read that the hot process soaps are a little bit softer, so that may be the reason why. Okay, I've got all that cut up now. The soap smells awesome. But this is the let me see if I can tilt this up a little bit. The one that I use, I got this from Walmart. It's an Oster. It says 3-cup chopper with accessories, and this is what I use. It's not a really big food processor. And what I do is I just put it back in the box when I'm done with it. Get out of the way. But it's really neat. It's got a high and a low button on it. And the cap screws off, and then this also screws off. That pulls out the little chopper blade, and then I just throw this in the dishwasher to wash mine, and the cup in that, and even the blade I throw in the dishwasher. I didn't read anywhere in the instructions that you couldn't, so okay, well this just takes and it slides, and you just put it on, and then you just turn it, and it locks into place. The blade just sits right over the top. Okay, and what I do, let's see, I haven't opened up my new baking soda. I buy baking soda by the huge bags. And for anyone that purchases one of the laundry bars on my Etsy site, if you do not have a food processor that you can chop yours up with, just put me a note when you go to checkout. Put me a note that you would like for me to to chop up your laundry bar, and I will. I don't have a problem with that at all. And what I do is when you get it, it will already be chopped up, and it'll have the baking soda in it. So And the reason I put the baking soda in there is because even if your bar is super, super hard and dried out, for 6 or 8 weeks I found, it will, on the inside when you cut it, it will still be a little bit sticky. So that baking soda, what that does is it just kind of sticks to the soap, and it keeps it from gumming up in the machine. Okay. And all you do is you put your lid on and turn it, and it'll lock into place. And this one here has the cord actually pulls out to be as long as you need it to be. I should have already done that. Okay, hold on just a minute while I plug this in and get it on the camera so you can see it grind up. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I've got it plugged in. It doesn't have a really long cord to it, but I've got it plugged in. I've got my soap and my baking soda inside here, and all I'm going to do with it at first is push the low button, and I'm going to kind of pulse it and mix it up a little bit. And there is the high button. That's about good enough there. But you can tell, I mean, it's you really have to have that baking soda in there, or something dry, and I use the baking soda, and it just really helps out to grind that up, and it grinds it up really good, mixes it up with the baking soda. Okay, now I'm going to go get the washing soda and the borax. I'll be right back, and I'll show you how I mix all of it back together to make the laundry detergent. Okay, I've got the borax out and the washing soda. I'm just going to unscrew this off of here and lift it up off of the machine. Let me unplug this and get this out of the way. Okay. And let's see. Y'all can see everything on there. Okay, I've got my little laundry detergent bucket here. I'll move the camera so you can see everything a little bit better. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just empty this into my little laundry bucket. There's my little cutter bar. It just kind of fell out with it. But see, it comes out really good. Now, if I didn't put the baking soda in there, that would have just tried to cut up that soap, and it would just have globbed up in there. So the baking soda really, really helps. And now you've got detergent, or the soap is the consistency. It's kind of a, it's not really dry, but it's kind of a moist, mix there. And then all I'm going to do is add 1 cup of washing soda. This stuff clumps really bad. I had the hardest time finding washing soda, and I finally found it at, we have Ace Hardware's here, the Ace Hardware stores, and that's where I was actually able to find it at. But there's a cup of washing soda. I'm going to add that, and it's Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. It's not baking soda, but washing soda. So you had 1 cup of that, and then 1 cup of borax. And the borax, I find that at Walmart. Okay, so I'm going to add that in there. Just going to put my lid on here and shake this up. To mix it. Okay. Get that off of the sides. And now I have my washing powder. Isn't that cool? And this is the, I've wanted to try this bar since I made it. This is the mango peach salsa. And it smells, God, it smells awesome. But there, now you have your laundry detergent, and it really does last for a long time. I think I showed you in a previous video, but this is just the top of an old laundry bottle that I had, and I just recycled it. But I use about that amount, not very much, per load, and I do a really big load. I usually do a heavy load of laundry, a pretty good bit of laundry at a time, but it's about 2 tablespoons is what I use, and that's for a big load. If you're going to do just do like a normal size load of laundry, all you have to add is about 1 tablespoon. So this bucket is filled up to here with that 1 bar with the washing powder, the washing soda and the borax and the baking soda. It all come up to here. So that's a pretty good bit of detergent, especially if you only have to use 1 to 2 tablespoons per load of laundry. So, but I thought I would share that and show y'all the kind of little food processor I've got. It's not very big. it's really small, but you know it handles what I need it to do. Before I had the food processor, before I bought that, I actually used a blender to chop up my bars, and they worked. You know, it worked. It doesn't, the blender didn't seem to chop it up as fine as what the little food processor does, though. But it worked, so that was okay. So if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. But for those that order these bars on my Etsy site, I will go ahead and chop it up, add the 1 cup of baking soda to it, so then I'll put that in a bag and ship it to you. And when you get it, the only thing you have to add is 1 cup of borax and 1 cup of the washing soda, and then you'll be good to go. So I just wanted to share that with y'all.